Hi everyone, happy Diwali. Welcome to our online Bazi program. Today, the topic that I wish to discuss is what you didn't know about the quality of the 60 pillars. For your information, the ancient classics actually categorize the 60 pillars into different grade and type. So today I'm going to share with you how they actually do it. Okay, so let's start off with first class pillars. So first class here also implies very auspicious. Okay, this is actually when the heavenly stem produces the earthly branch. Some examples here to share with you. We have the 壬寅、丙辰、甲午、乙巳, and 庚子. So what happened here is that you can see that the top produces the bottom. The water here, the red water here, produces the yin wood at the earthly branch level. So let's do one more. Let's look at 庚子. So 庚 is metal, 子 is water. So metal produces the water. Okay. Next, let's go to the second class pillars, when actually the branch produces the stem. This is also regarded as auspicious. Some examples, we have 乙亥、己巳、癸酉、庚戌, and 丙寅. So now you take a look at the earthly branch. The high here actually produces upward to the heavenly stems yi wood. Okay, let's do one more. Let's look at the 庚戌. So in this case, the earth here produces the metal on top. The Shi produces the Geng metal. All right, next. Let's go to the third class pillars. In this instance, the earthly branch and the heavenly stems, they have the same element. Some examples here. We have Jia Yin, wood and wood. We have Xing You, metal and metal. We have Ding Shi, fire, fire. We have Kui Hai, water and water. And we have Wu Xu. So next year is actually 2018 is we call it the Earth Dog Year, 戊戌. Okay, so let's move on. So the fourth class pillars actually is regarded as not so auspicious by the classic is when the stem counters the branch, meaning the top countering the bottom. Some examples here to show. We have 庚寅、己亥、丁酉、甲辰, 壬午. So what happened here is that you take a look at 庚寅. Okay, so 庚 is metal, yin is wood. So metal on top counter the wood below. So let's take a look at 丁酉, which is this year 2017. The fire on top actually counters the metal below. So we have the stem countering the branch scenario. And this is again deemed as not so auspicious. The last type is actually deemed as inauspicious pillars is because the branch attacks or counters the stem. Okay, so let me show you some examples again. We have 乙酉、辛巳、丙子、戊寅, and 癸丑. So let's focus on the earthly branch here is a metal, and it actually metal cut the wood on top or counter the wood on top. So let's do one more. All right, let's say we have 癸丑. Okay, so 癸is water, 丑 is earth. We have the earth at the bottom controlling or countering the water above. Okay, so this category is actually deemed as very inauspicious. All right, but in what context? You see, such classifications of pillars to me are too generic. All right, usually this is mentioned in the date selection classic, more applicable in date selection. All right, meaning we would prefer to choose a day pillar that is when there's a smooth flow of qi. Either the top produces the bottom or the bottom produces the top. So this is deemed as very auspicious. The qi is very smooth and it's not as so-called aggressive as compared to the last two categories. If you have some so-called basic knowledge in qi men dun jia, okay, actually certain day pillars in the classics are preferred as they are deemed as more auspicious for deploying the troops for war to basically engage and start the battle. Okay, so in the past, the emperor will actually instruct so-called the military strategies to pick an auspicious day and in fact time to start the war. Okay, or march the troop towards the enemy side. So they have to choose a very good day pillar. Okay, so I'm also going to take this opportunity to share with you some of the day pillars that are deemed as inauspicious, no good for women, actually as well as for men. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so we have these 6 so-called pillars that are actually deemed by the classic as no good for marriage actually. Okay, so if on top here, just to recap, is your day master, bottom here where the day master is sitting on it is known as the day branch, and day branch is also known as the so-called house of spouse, right? Which is a spouse palace. Am I right? If you have some basic knowledge of Bazi, so you can actually plot the so your own Bazi chart and find out also. So in this case, we have Yang Earth over the horse, Wu Wu, we call it. Okay. We have Ji Si, means Yin Earth over the snake. We have Kui Hai, Yin water over the pig. Then we have Ding Shi, fire over the snake. Bing Wu, fire over the horse. Okay, 认子 means yang water over the rats. Okay, so these 6 pillars has been so-called singled out by the classics. Of course, there are also good pillars for marriage, for men and for women. Okay, that will be discussed in our class. Okay, but in this case, these 6 pillars, they are like akin to you might have heard of the term called 阳刃, or we call it the goat blade, because all these pillars carry some sachi inside them. So if so-called any woman that carry this type of day pillar, the according to the classic, they mentioned that they will have so-called unhappy marriage. As simple as that. Okay, let me just sum it up for you. Normally, you can say that the spouse's temper is no good. Say the husband always have a quick temper, always throw temper, all right, very so-called impatient, and the spouse's health is no good. That means the husband probably suffer from some chronic illness, or sometimes once in their lifetime they have gone through certain surgery, or they have some scars on their body. Okay, and our advice to so-called such people is that it is better to get married at a later age in life. Otherwise, there is a potential that they may get separated. Okay, so that is what I'm going to share with you today. And of course, you can go to our website under the Feng Shui tools to plot your Bazi chart. Usage is free, but you need to sign up as a member to use it. So allow me to share with you some of our Bazi courses that's coming up. You see, in our academy, we basically only have level 1 and level 2, so-called Bazi program. Okay, the first one, level 1, is 2-day course on Bazi Semi-Pro. Level 2 is 3 days, it's known as Master Practitioner. So after you attend these 5 full days of Bazi training, I guarantee you that you will have certain level of confidence to turn semi-pro. Okay, some of them even my students have come up to start to do some teaching. All right, because I gave students the confidence to decipher any chart that comes to them, and allow them not to just find out what is favorable, unfavorable for them, to find out their useful God. Also, I will teach them the Taiwanese most sought after so-called system of qi flow method, so that they will learn how to do event prediction of down to 2 weekly. Okay, 2 weekly. So you can do your own planning, your own forecast on a bi-weekly basis. put it simply. All right. So we also have this special Bazi course known as Ladies Life, which is, as the name suggests, we look into so-called ladies Bazi according to what the so-called the ancient classic has perceived them to be. What type of Bazi to a lady is considered auspicious, what is considered as promiscuous, what is no good, what is good for marriage, what is prosperous, and what is so-called unfortunate, so on and so forth. And we will weave in this concept called the 12长生, which is the 12 life stages concept to allow so-called our students, participants, to be able to diagnose, to decipher, to do prediction. Sometimes just within 3 seconds, you look at the chart. All right. So what's coming up next? Sorry, this is our email address in case you are keen to make certain inquiry. So what is coming up next on the 4th and 5th November, which is next month, we are going to have our Bazi Semi-Pro course, which I often run it on the quarterly basis. There's a 2-day course over the weekend, okay, in Singapore this time. Lunch and course material provided, voice recording is allowed. So just take a look at the synopsis of the course. Okay, so take a moment to read this. What you're going to learn is basically a lot of concept that is not covered in the market practice. I'll guarantee you that after this 2 day, your confidence level or sizing up the strength of a chart will be 98% confident level. Okay, of course, the remaining 2% we'll cover it in our master practitioner. So take a moment to take a look at what we're going to cover. And one of the very, very interesting concept is to talk about the quality of your authority start. Okay, some people is capable of climbing the corporate ladder, but some just does not or is lack of the kind of boss's luck. Meaning, no matter how hard you work, how much effort you put in your office, your boss just basically doesn't like you. Your promotion comes slow, sometimes slower than your junior, and your boss basically does not give you the kind of support that you want. And in this case, should you then continue to work for corporate or for government, or should you come out to be your own boss, which you probably can make more money? Okay. All right. So I welcome you to join our course. And not only we are just covering the career aspect, we are looking, of course, at your marriage luck, marriage quality, boyfriend quality, husband quality, money luck. And most important thing is that, you see, what makes a person rich is not exactly the wealth start, literally. Okay, many millionaires that I have worked with, that I have so-called service, they get rich because of other stuff. For example, resource stuff, output stuff, okay, authority, 7 killing stuff. Okay, I mean, just to use the market term. So find out more about what stars is favorable for you. Okay, find out more whether you can be rich when you go through, say, for example, resource luck, authority luck, 7 killing luck. Actually, this type of luck makes someone a quantum leap from zero to hero most of the time. Okay, so you can also visit me, okay, and add me to your Facebook, or add yourself, like my Facebook, so that whenever I have certain posting, you are able to view it immediately. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.